welcome to the news at 6. Tonight's main stories. A man has been found murdered by a gang of teenage boys. The popular video game Grand Theft Auto is thought to be to blame for this, which makes us ask the question, are video games to be blamed for the corruption of children? Also tonight, we look into why Modern Warfare 2's mission, No Russian, is controversial. A middle-aged single man was found dead in his apartment last night at around 3 AM. CCTV footage shows that 5 teenage boys were breaking into his apartment at that time. Mr. Greene's neighbours said that there was a lot of noise coming from his apartment that night. 3 of the 5 teenagers have already been caught for questioning. During questioning, the police have noticed that they keep mentioning a game called GTA 4 and they believe that that is one of the causes for their actions. We now go live to the scene where Frank West is interviewing DCI John Marston. Over to you.
Thank you, Chris. So John, what have you and your team found?
Well, we've got a team of researchers looking over CCTV footage right now. Basically from any information and footage that we get, we're going to track it with facial recognition software to see if any of the people in the shots have any previous offences and could possibly link them to this crime.
So John, are you any closer to catching these teens?
Well, as we speak, I have a team questioning a teenager that may be related to the murder. Also, we're looking for links to the murder through forensics in Mr. Greene's home.
Were there any witnesses of the crime?
We've spoken to a young lady concerning the incident. She used to be a resident that lived next door to Mr. Greene before his untimely death. Basically, she came home early in the morning to find several youths around the entrance to the apartment, but it was a regular occurrence, so she didn't really think much of it.
Has the murder weapon been found yet?
As of yet, no, but from looking at the body, stab wounds have been found in multiple places. It was counted that he had been stabbed over 20 times in the chest and stomach.
So how are the family holding up? They must be finding it difficult.
Well, I spoke to his mother and sister earlier and they told me they're trying to get on as normal, as it was what Chuck would have wanted.
Thank you, John, for your time.
You're welcome.
Back to you in the studio, Chris.
Thank you, Frank. Our next stop story tonight. Popular video game Modern Warfare 2's mission, No Russian, has been put under scrutiny recently because of the violent content within the game. At the start of the mission, you and 4 other men emerge from the elevator holding heavy machine guns and begin to fire on a group of civilians. This directly involves the game in a terrorism to show in a positive light. Earlier today I spoke with a local child psychologist about how this game and others like it could affect children. What kind of effects do violent video games have on children's behaviour?
Well, nowadays children can be very easily influenced. When they see things in video games, they can easily copy what they see. Over the years, there's been many cases where children have been caught shoplifting or even as much as murdered from what they've seen.
So, extensive use of violent video games by children can cause them to copy actions within the game. What effects could this new Modern Warfare 2 No Russian mission have on children?
Well, during this mission, it makes terrorism look like fun, really. You can walk around, slowly kill civilians and tells them if it's technically telling them it's a relaxed thing to do, like it's modern day. This mission really shouldn't be available to children at all.
The game has an 18 certificate on it, and there are 2 chances within the game to skip this mission, as it warns players that they could find the next mission disturbing. Do you think that this is a good step that has been taken?
Well, the checks that have been put into place are a good idea about warning the player, but the point that it's a disturbed mission, I definitely think that young people should not play the game altogether. They shouldn't really be on there playing such a game in the first place. Making it a 18 certificate is definitely a good step, but really that's it.
Sounds like games like this should not be accessible to children, as the effects it may have on the behaviour and perception of things. What other games do you think children should not be allowed to play?
Well, there are a great deal of games out there which force negative behaviour onto children. These games being Manhunt, Postal and Grand Theft Auto. They're strongly recommended that parents don't let their children play these games at all, and I recommend it as well.
Thank you for coming on the show today.
No problem.
That was the Technology News at 6. Join us tomorrow for more. Thank you and good night.